That looks bomb. What's up guys? Welcome back to another Hungry Ant episode. This is one of my favorite home meals. It's very comforting. I eat this whenever I'm feeling a little sick or if I need a little more energy, feeling a little sluggish at home, or even after a night of drinking. This is probably one of the best things to eat, even when you're drunk. So today we are making pho, and we're gonna try and make it in about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. But let's get started. Let me show you what we have. This is our soup base. This is the easiest way to do it in 15 minutes, is using beef bouillon. Sometimes you can get it in a jar and it's powder. These are actually squares. Oops. These are actually squares, so we're gonna use these guys. It's hard to find the big containers right now. And then we have an onion. I like using beef balls. If you guys don't know what beef balls are, they're beef meatballs. And these are really great. If you get like a pho combo, special combination, it's usually in there with the sliced beef, or you can also get like the beef ball and the pho separately. And then this is the sliced beef that I have. For the sliced beef, so this is actually shabu beef. This is what I have at home, okay? I didn't go to the market to go get the special beef they use for pho, but what they do is they use like a loin and then they slice it up. Like when you go to the Asian market, they have the meat deli, and there's a big round, and you could tell them to slice it because you're gonna use it for pho, and they'll slice it like this. But I like using my shabu meat because this is premium, very tender and fatty meat, and it tastes really, really good. So I'm gonna do that. And then we have our bean sprouts and some cilantro. We have fish sauce, hoisin and sriracha for dipping. And then we have the dry noodles. I know we're gonna make this in 15 minutes. These noodles take an hour to rehydrate. So let me show you what it looks like right now. This is what the bowl of noodles looks like. It's been sitting here for about an hour already, and it went from looking like these dried up sticks to these very soft noodles. Luckily, we did this beforehand. So let's get started with making the soup base. Very simple. We have an onion right here. We're just gonna use half of the onion because I'm making a recipe for 2 people. It's not that much. So I like using white onion, guys. This is what half of my onion looks like right now. I'm gonna use some very thin slices when I eat my pho, just because I like more flavor. And when I say thin, I mean really thin. Like you hear it barely slicing. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay guys, that's it. I'm just gonna put it to the side right here. Now I'm just gonna chop this guy into chunks, just like that, okay? And we're gonna put it into our pot. All right, so I already have some water boiling for the noodles. Put some oil in this. So now we're gonna put the onions in here. And we're just gonna extract that flavor out of here. The real way to make pho, it takes about at least 8 hours to boil the soup. They roast the onions in the oven. I'm doing a super quick way, and it tastes pretty dang good. All right, so I'm consistently stirring this guy because I don't want it to burn. You can see that it's getting brown, and that's actually the flavor that I'm trying to get out, because once you put the soup in here, it's gonna taste really, really good. So make sure you guys don't burn it, or else you're gonna taste that flavor of, being burnt. All right, so now we're adding the water. We're adding about 5 to 6 cups of water. I'm just filling up my pot all the way to the top. So as you can see, the soup is already looking has a little color to it, just because of the onion that was browning in here. Once this water boils, then we're gonna throw in our 2 cubes. All right guys, so while my soup is boiling, I'm gonna add the beef balls into my boiling pot of hot water. So this guy can boil for just a couple minutes. It doesn't take too long to cook these beef balls. I say about maybe 3 to 4 minutes, less than 5, and they're pretty good. Alright guys, the water is boiling now, and I'm gonna lower the fire. Now it's time to add the 2 beef bouillons. So we're gonna put it inside and let it melt. Just gonna put that guy in there. And then we'll just mix it a little bit so it doesn't burn on the bottom. I'm gonna lower this heat some more. It's on a low heat now. Pretty much all I'm doing is just letting the beef bouillon dissolve completely, and then the soup is ready. See how the color is changing now? A really good brown. So if you guys have the time when you're hydrating your noodles, you can actually make your soup at that time, and then you can boil it for almost an hour. But honestly, it tastes really good like this. I'm gonna turn this heat back up a little bit because I do want the soup to simmer. I'm gonna add a little fish sauce to this guy. We're gonna put no more than 1/8 cup. It adds a really good Asian flavor to this. So I got my trusty soup spoon. I'm gonna taste it right now, see what it tastes like. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, the soup is ready to go, just like that. It's really fast. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare everything. So the beef balls are done. This is what it looks like when they're done. They're just a little gray. So we'll take them out. The longer we leave the beef balls in here, the bigger they get. They start absorbing all the water. So I just want to make sure it's all cooked on the inside. That's it. Put this pot back to a simmer here. Now that the beef bouillon is dissolved. We have our water of noodles, and we're going to just pour it out. Just like that. And we're gonna add the noodles into the pot. The noodles actually cook really fast, so you guys don't want to leave this guy alone. I would say no more than like 2 minutes. So we just loosen it up a little bit in the water, make sure it's evenly cooking. Sometimes you guys are able to find fresh pho in your markets. I just like to buy the packs of the dehydrated ones because I can store it longer. Let's see if the noodles are ready. Okay. That was literally 2 minutes, guys. Turn off the fire, and we're gonna pour the water out now. I'm gonna pour it into my strainer. And we're gonna run it with cold water to get any of that excess stickiness, the little starch or rice that's in there. And we also want to prevent it from getting really soft. So this cold water really helps it. Okay, and just like that, our noodles are done. The most important part about running your noodles under the water is you have to really get all this water out. If you don't get this water out, your pho is gonna taste watery. So you don't want that. We still want all the flavor from this soup to soak into the noodles. Okay. Now we're almost ready to assemble our pho. We're gonna cook this beef. So when you go to a lot of pho restaurants, they give you the beef. It's red, it's on top of your noodles. For me, if I do that into the bowl, it's gonna get pink. I don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna cook it into the pot really fast, and then I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna show you guys how fast this is. Right. It's still a little frozen, but it's okay. You see that color right there? Okay. You don't want to overcook the beef, guys, at all. Okay. I'm actually just gonna do it It's not cooked all the way, which is cool to me. I just don't want the blood in my bowl of soup. So I'm gonna turn the heat back up because I think the meat made the soup go down in temperature. Just like that, we'll put this guy in there. You see that? I think that's cool enough. So if your beef starts to get really dark, that is cooking it too long, okay? I always like to take the fat out on top because I want my soup to be really clean. So we're gonna go ahead and skim it. All right, I can turn the soup off. And now it's time to assemble. Whoa, that's a new shelf there. Totally forgot that I had it. Sorry. All right, now it's time to assemble our pho. The noodles we can put into the bowl. So I use about half a pack of the noodles. So I'm sharing the half pack with two proportions here. Now we can add the beef. You guys can add as much beef as you like. This is probably about 5 ounces of beef in here. Put some beef balls right there. Christina's favorite is this tendon that's coming out of the beef balls. And then I'm gonna add some bean sprouts here. We'll put some of the onion on top. And then we're gonna add the soup without any of the onion. Okay, so any part of the uncooked beef is gonna cook again in this really hot soup. Okay, and then we're gonna add some cilantro on the top. So there you guys have it. This is the instant pho, made in about 20 minutes. The soup looks very clean. It smells delicious. Now I can make my sauce. You gotta have the sriracha and the hoisin. You guys can get these at the markets. That's what it looks like. So I like to add my hoisin first, and then my sriracha. All right, I am ready to try this guy. I like to mix my soup first, and once that's done, then I like to add the lime. So the lime flavor doesn't get lost in the soup, it's just laying on top there. All right, let's give this bad boy a try. Look at that, man. Ooh, steaming. I swear you guys are gonna love this as much as me. I already know how good it's gonna taste. Ooh, okay. Just gonna do a little bit. Oh yeah. The noodle texture is perfect, guys. It's not overcooked, it's not too soft. And now I mix my sauce together so I can dip it. Wow. Okay. This is really, really good, guys. I can't believe I was able to make a recipe like this in under 20 minutes. I've never really done this before. I probably made it twice. That's about it. And I know a lot of Vietnamese people out there are gonna be like, that's not the way you make real pho. It's not, but it tastes just as good. And when I don't have time and I have 2 kids, this is the way I make it. So it's really, really good. Oh yeah, it's bomb, dude. Let's try the beef ball. Oh yeah. That's a nice bouncy texture. Everything else is a little soft, so it's a really good balance. This is delicious. Oh yeah. Alright guys. This is certified bomb. Really, really good. I hope you guys get to make this at home. Now I gotta make one for Christina. Let me know what recipes you guys want me to make. I'll try and make them and cut it down to like a 15-20 minute recipe, less than 30 minutes, you know? So I'll do my best with that. Don't forget, tag me when you guys make your dishes. Also tag Christina so you guys can get double reposts. That works out very well, and we love seeing the foods. So till next time guys, see ya.
See ya. I guess you're...
Oh, I want to is to be close to you, but I don't know how and what to do. I'm so shy.